When it comes to healthy eating, vegetables are often at the top of the list. They're packed with essential nutrients and promote long-term well-being. However, not all vegetables are as safe as they seem. In fact, some common vegetables can be harmful to your health if consumed improperly or in excess. While most people assume that vegetables are always good for them, certain varieties can contain toxins or harmful compounds that may shorten your life. Whether it's potatoes that sprout toxic chemicals, raw bamboo shoots that release cyanide, or canned vegetables packed with preservatives, there are many dangers lurking in everyday produce. Many of these risks are hidden in plain sight, making it easy to overlook the potential harm they can cause. In this article, we'll uncover 8 common vegetables that, when not handled properly, could have serious consequences for your health. Understanding these risks can help you make better food choices, protect your organs, and avoid long-term health issues. Don't let the harmless appearance of the certain vegetables can shorten your life if they are contaminated with pesticides, stored improperly, eaten in excess with underlying conditions. Let me explain some key examples. 1. Green or sprouting potatoes. Potatoes are a common staple food found in many kitchens across the world. They are rich in carbohydrates and provide energy to the body. However, when potatoes are stored improperly and begin to turn green or sprout, they become dangerous to human health. This happens because of the production of a natural chemical known as solanine. Solanine is a glycoalkaloid poison produced in parts of the potato, especially in the green areas, sprouts, and skin. When potatoes are exposed to light for a long period or stored in warm and damp conditions, solanine levels increase sharply. Consuming green or sprouted potatoes can lead to solanine poisoning, which can cause a range of serious symptoms. These include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, stomach cramps, and dizziness. In more severe cases, it can cause hallucinations, fever, slowed breathing, and even coma. If the poisoning is not treated, it may lead to death in rare instances. Even small amounts consumed regularly may cause low-level toxicity that slowly damages the nervous system over time. Elderly people and children are more vulnerable to this damage because their bodies are more sensitive. The liver and kidneys are also burdened by constant exposure to solanine. The toxin must be filtered and expelled by these organs, which may wear them down over the years. Green or sprouting potatoes also lose their nutritional quality. The starch turns into sugar, which may disrupt blood sugar levels in people with diabetes. People with compromised digestion or inflammation in the gut may also experience worsening of symptoms. For safety, all green portions and sprouts must be cut away before cooking. Ideally, green or heavily sprouted potatoes should be discarded completely. Boiling does not destroy solanine, so cooking them will not make them safe. Avoiding green potatoes helps protect nerve health, digestion, and overall longevity. Proper storage in a cool, dark, dry place helps prevent greening and spoilage. It is better to check potatoes carefully before use, especially if they have been stored for a long time. 2. Raw or undercooked kidney beans. Kidney beans are widely consumed for their high protein, fiber, and mineral content. They are an excellent plant-based source of nutrition and help support muscle health, digestion, and blood sugar balance. However, when kidney beans are eaten raw or undercooked, they can be highly toxic. The danger lies in a natural toxin called phytohemagglutinin, which is found in high concentrations in raw kidney beans. This toxin can cause severe gastrointestinal distress in humans. Just 4 to 5 raw beans are enough to produce symptoms. These symptoms include intense nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps, and diarrhea. In some cases, these effects occur within 1 to 3 hours of consumption. The toxin affects the lining of the gut and disrupts the normal functioning of the digestive system. If the beans are not boiled thoroughly for at least 10 minutes, the toxin remains active. Slow cooking methods, such as using a crock pot without reaching high temperatures, may worsen the situation. Undercooked beans can contain more concentrated levels of the toxin than raw beans soaked in water. Repeated exposure to small amounts of this toxin may lead to chronic inflammation in the gut. This can damage nutrient absorption over time and weaken the immune system. In older adults or individuals with pre-existing digestive issues, the impact may be more severe. Long-term digestive inflammation is linked to reduced lifespan and a higher risk of chronic disease. The liver and kidneys also suffer due to repeated detoxification demands. This can eventually lead to fatigue, weakened organ function, or metabolic imbalance. To stay safe, kidney beans should always be soaked for at least 5 hours, rinsed thoroughly, and then boiled properly. Canned kidney beans are pre-cooked and usually safe, but they should still be heated before eating. Ignoring proper preparation may lead to short-term poisoning and long-term health decline. Even though kidney beans are healthy when cooked, raw or undercooked forms can significantly reduce health and longevity. Education and awareness about correct cooking methods are essential. People must avoid shortcuts in preparation to protect their digestion, liver health, and overall survival. 3. Raw bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots are a popular vegetable in many Asian cuisines. They are low in calories, rich in fiber, and contain important minerals such as potassium, manganese, and copper. When prepared correctly, they support digestion and heart health. However, raw bamboo shoots contain harmful substances known as cyanogenic glycosides. These natural compounds release cyanide when broken down in the human digestive system. Cyanide is a powerful poison that can interfere with the body's ability to use oxygen. When consumed in large amounts, cyanide can cause rapid breathing, headaches, dizziness, confusion, seizures, and in extreme cases, death. Even small but repeated exposures can lead to chronic poisoning, which may not show clear symptoms immediately. Over time, this hidden toxicity can damage the thyroid gland, weaken the nervous system, and reduce the body's energy production. Long-term cyanide exposure has also been linked to neurological disorders, fatigue, and nerve degeneration. People with weak livers, children, or elderly individuals are more vulnerable to cyanide's toxic effects. Raw bamboo shoots are especially dangerous if eaten without proper boiling or soaking. Simply slicing and frying them is not enough to remove the toxins. The best way to make bamboo shoots safe is to boil them in water for at least 20 minutes. This process breaks down the harmful compounds and allows them to dissolve into the water, which must then be discarded. Fermentation is another traditional method used to reduce the toxin content. Still, boiling is considered the most reliable approach. Consuming raw bamboo shoots regularly can lead to reduced thyroid function and other chronic health issues that shorten life expectancy. In regions where bamboo shoots are a common food, health warnings are often issued during harvest season. It is important for people to know that the raw form should never be eaten. Proper cooking not only makes them safe but also enhances their texture and flavor. To protect long-term health, individuals should always follow traditional preparation methods and avoid consuming uncooked or underprepared shoots. This simple step can prevent nerve damage, organ stress, and the slow buildup of cyanide-related harm in the body. 4. Vegetables grown in polluted soil. Vegetables are often seen as the healthiest part of a person's diet. They provide essential vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants that support nearly every system in the body. However, the health benefits of vegetables can be completely reversed if they are grown in polluted soil. This is because plants absorb substances directly from the ground, including harmful ones. If the soil is contaminated with heavy metals such as lead, arsenic, cadmium, or mercury, those toxins can enter the roots and spread through the entire plant. Leafy vegetables like spinach, lettuce, kale, and mustard greens are especially vulnerable. They absorb large amounts of metals due to their thin cell walls and rapid growth rates. When people eat these vegetables over time, the heavy metals accumulate in their bodies. These toxic substances are not easily removed by the kidneys or liver. They remain in tissues and organs for years, damaging cells slowly and silently. Lead affects brain function, especially in children and older adults. It reduces memory, learning ability, and can cause mood changes. Arsenic is known to damage the liver, skin, and lungs. Long-term exposure to arsenic is linked to cancer. Cadmium harms the kidneys, bones, and immune system. Mercury can destroy nerve cells and affect heart rhythm. These metals interfere with enzyme activity and reduce the body's ability to heal itself. They also increase oxidative stress, which causes aging and chronic disease. People living near industrial areas, busy highways, or using untreated wastewater for gardening are at higher risk. Washing the vegetables may remove surface dirt but cannot remove the metals absorbed inside the plant. Cooking does not destroy these toxins either. Buying from trusted sources, using organic practices, and testing garden soil can help avoid this risk. Consuming vegetables grown in polluted soil may seem harmless in the short term but can reduce life expectancy and cause serious health problems later. Eating vegetables should promote health, not harm. Understanding the source of produce is just as important as knowing its nutritional value. Safe farming practices and environmental awareness are crucial for protecting public health. 5. Cruciferous vegetables eaten in excess. Cruciferous vegetables include kale, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy. These vegetables are highly praised for their rich supply of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. They help protect the heart, support digestion, and may reduce the risk of certain cancers. However, when consumed in very large quantities, especially in raw form, they can create health problems that may shorten a person's life. This risk is mainly linked to substances called goitrogens, which interfere with iodine absorption in the thyroid gland. The thyroid controls metabolism, energy, and growth, so any disruption in its function can affect nearly every part of the body. Goitrogens can lead to hypothyroidism, a condition marked by fatigue, weight gain, dry skin, hair thinning, and slow mental function. If left untreated for years, hypothyroidism can raise the risk of heart disease, nerve damage, and depression. People who already have low iodine levels or thyroid disorders are more vulnerable to the harmful effects of excess cruciferous vegetables. Eating too many raw servings daily can create a steady flow of goitrogens into the bloodstream. Cooking reduces this risk because heat breaks down most goitrogenic compounds. However, raw juices made from kale or cabbage can contain very high levels, especially if consumed regularly. In rare cases, extremely high intake has been linked to life-threatening conditions such as myxedema, coma, or irregular heart rhythms. These risks are more pronounced in older adults or people with poor nutritional balance. Excessive intake may also lead to flatulence, bloating, and digestive discomfort due to the high fiber and sulfur content. These symptoms may discourage healthy eating patterns, causing people to skip other important nutrients. To enjoy the benefits of cruciferous vegetables safely, moderation is essential. 1 or 2 servings per day, preferably cooked or steamed, is generally safe for most people. Those with thyroid problems should limit raw intake and consult a healthcare provider. Cruciferous vegetables are not dangerous in reasonable amounts, but when consumed obsessively, they can disturb hormone balance and slowly reduce life quality and longevity. Understanding portion size and preparation methods helps keep these powerful foods both safe and beneficial. 6. Wild mushrooms mistaken for edible vegetables. Mushrooms are often grouped with vegetables in cooking and nutrition, although they are technically fungi. Many edible mushrooms offer rich nutrients like selenium, potassium, fiber, and antioxidants. They support the immune system and improve metabolic health. However, serious health risks arise when people mistake toxic wild mushrooms for edible varieties. Some wild mushrooms closely resemble safe types, making them hard to identify without expert knowledge. Consuming these poisonous species can result in organ failure and even death. One of the most dangerous types is the death cap mushroom, which contains powerful toxins called amatoxins. These toxins resist heat and cannot be removed by cooking, drying, or soaking. When eaten, they damage the liver and kidneys by stopping essential cellular functions. Symptoms of poisoning may take hours to appear, which can delay treatment. Early signs include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach pain. These symptoms may temporarily improve before organ failure begins. Without medical care, death can occur within days due to liver collapse. Even with treatment, recovery may require liver transplantation or lifelong damage control. Other wild mushrooms can cause hallucinations, confusion, irregular heartbeat, and respiratory distress. Some affect the nervous system, leading to tremors or paralysis. Chronic exposure to small doses of toxic mushrooms may cause cumulative damage, especially in older adults or those with liver problems. Wild mushrooms growing in polluted soil can also absorb heavy metals and pesticides, adding more risk. Gathering mushrooms without training or supervision is extremely dangerous. Foragers often rely on appearance alone, which is not reliable. Experts use spore prints, habitat checks, and microscopic analysis to confirm identity. Many deaths and poisonings each year come from mistaken wild mushroom consumption. Children and the elderly are particularly at risk. To avoid danger, mushrooms should only be purchased from trusted markets. Even if a wild mushroom looks familiar, it can still be deadly. Mistaking toxic mushrooms for vegetables or safe species can result in permanent damage and shortened lifespan. Education, caution, and proper sourcing are the best ways to stay safe while enjoying the nutritional value of mushrooms. 7. Canned vegetables high in sodium and preservatives. Canned vegetables are often used for convenience and long shelf life. They provide an easy way to store food and reduce waste, especially in areas with limited access to fresh produce. While some canned vegetables can still offer nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals, many of them come with hidden risks. These risks are mainly due to high levels of sodium, preservatives, and chemical additives used to extend shelf life and enhance flavor. Excessive sodium intake is a leading cause of high blood pressure, which puts stress on the heart and blood vessels. Over time, this can lead to heart attacks, strokes, and kidney damage. Many canned vegetables contain far more sodium than the body needs in a day, especially when salt is added during processing. A single serving can contain over half the recommended daily intake of sodium. Repeated consumption of such foods increases the risk of cardiovascular diseases, fluid retention, and strain on the kidneys. Preservatives such as sodium benzoate and sulfites are often added to prevent spoilage and discoloration. These chemicals can cause allergic reactions, headaches, and inflammation in sensitive individuals. Long-term exposure may also increase oxidative stress, which speeds up aging and raises the risk of cancer and other chronic diseases. In some cases, canned vegetables are packaged in containers lined with bisphenol A, also known as BPA. This industrial chemical can leach into the food and disrupt hormone balance. BPA exposure has been linked to fertility problems, developmental issues in children, and increased risk of diabetes and heart disease. While canned vegetables may seem like a healthy choice, these hidden dangers can shorten life when consumed regularly without caution. Draining and rinsing canned vegetables can reduce some of the sodium, but not the chemical additives or BPA. Choosing low-sodium, BPA-free options and eating fresh or frozen vegetables more often can help protect long-term health. Relying too much on heavily processed canned foods weakens the body over time, especially when fresh alternatives are available. Avoiding excess sodium, harmful preservatives, and chemical contaminants is essential for preserving organ function, hormone balance, and overall longevity. 8. Sprouted potatoes. Potatoes are one of the most widely consumed vegetables in the world. They are rich in carbohydrates, vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. When fresh and properly stored, potatoes can support energy levels and digestive health. However, when potatoes begin to sprout or turn green, they become dangerous to eat. This change is caused by a natural toxin called solanine, which develops when potatoes are exposed to light and warmth for too long. Solanine is a glycoalkaloid poison that protects the plant from insects and fungi, but it is harmful to humans. The highest concentration of solanine is found in the green areas and sprouts of the potato, but it can also spread through the flesh. Eating sprouted or green potatoes can cause solanine poisoning. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, diarrhea, headache, confusion, and dizziness. In severe cases, solanine can slow the heart rate, affect breathing, and cause neurological problems such as hallucinations, paralysis, or coma. Children, older adults, and people with weakened immune systems are especially at risk. Repeated exposure to low doses of solanine may not produce immediate symptoms, but it can lead to chronic inflammation, nerve damage, and weakened digestion over time. These effects may reduce the quality and length of life by stressing vital organs such as the liver and kidneys. Cooking or boiling sprouted potatoes does not destroy the solanine. Even frying at high temperatures cannot fully remove the toxin. The only safe method is to discard sprouted or green potatoes entirely. If a potato has only small sprouts and no green discoloration, deep peeling may reduce the solanine content, but this is not always reliable. Proper storage in a cool, dark, and dry place helps prevent sprouting and toxin buildup. People who frequently eat sprouted potatoes without knowing the risks may suffer long-term health consequences. Solanine is a silent threat that damages the body slowly if not avoided. To protect overall health and longevity, potatoes should be checked carefully before cooking, and any with sprouts or green spots should be thrown away. In conclusion, while vegetables are undeniably a crucial part of a healthy diet, it's important to recognize that not all vegetables are as harmless as they may seem. Many commonly consumed vegetables, when improperly prepared or consumed in excess, can lead to serious health issues that may shorten your lifespan. Whether it's raw kidney beans with their toxic compounds, wild mushrooms that may be mistaken for edible varieties, or the dangers of excess sodium and preservatives in canned vegetables, each of these risks presents a threat to long-term well-being. The key to enjoying vegetables safely lies in proper knowledge and preparation. By understanding which vegetables pose potential dangers and how to handle them correctly, you can continue to enjoy their many health benefits without putting your body at risk. For instance, always make sure to boil kidney beans thoroughly, avoid consuming sprouted potatoes, and check for hidden toxins in wild mushrooms before eating. Canned vegetables should be chosen carefully, opting for low sodium and BPA-free options whenever possible. Ultimately, the more informed you are about the risks associated with certain vegetables, the better equipped you'll be to make healthier choices that protect your health. Moderation, proper cooking techniques, and awareness of potential dangers are essential in ensuring that vegetables remain a beneficial part of your diet. With the right precautions in place, you can continue to reap the benefits of these nutrient-packed foods without compromising your health and longevity.